Alright, welcome to my round 1 game of GPY. I'm playing Dead Souls, a graveyard-based aggressive deck, against Canterbury, who's on a control deck that has a bunch of grave hate. So not the best matchup for me. Hopefully I can still get there. I think the key cards in this matchup will probably be Mausoleum Resident, because that card still does stuff even after my graveyard gets removed. Or like if that guy's on the field. Oh, ties? Okay, sure. Anyways, do I keep this? I think it's, yeah, I keep this because, I don't think I can keep this, right? They're on the play. So I'm probably going to go turn 1 Pestilent Scavenger, and if I draw a land turn 2, I get to go more Benediction, and that's really good. But if I don't draw a land next turn, then I have to hope to unearth something that Pestilent Scavenger milled. Do I want to take that risk? Well, they're running a control deck, right? So, like, how many cards down can I afford to go? And they have a bunch of removal too. So, like this hand's great if I just top deck a land. Or, fine, I'll go for it. Like this is a bad matchup, so I need to take a risk. That means turn 1 I'm fetching Nomad Township, so that's gonna be hitting me throughout the game. But I think that's fine because they're the control deck. But the problem is that they also have a bunch of burn, so I'm not exactly sure how much I should value my life total. Alright, that makes things a lot easier. So this can just fetch Swamp, because I have my green source. Well, actually, this doesn't let me cast Recall or Endless Helpless Souls ever top deck it, but I have Moral Benediction to fetch me, to get me another land. That's fine. Pestilent Scavenger mills down some creatures, so Moral Benediction's looking pretty good if they don't have any Grave Hate next turn. So main deck, they have, Praxia's Endeavor, which is 2 mana Exile Yard. So not exactly what I want to see, but like it's probably fine. It's only 2 copies. And then post-board it gets a lot worse for me, but so I need to win game 1 pretty badly. Alright, let's see what they play. I mean, they are tapping on 2, so I don't have to worry about counter spells. Ominous Discovery. Yeah, it makes sense. Actually, what counter spells do they even have? They don't have main deck counter spells, right? Okay, so Denethor Mug Bruiser is a lot less good in this matchup because my graveyard can get exiled, and those guys immediately shrunken when the graveyard gets exiled. And I really want Mausoleum Residents instead because those things get counters on them. So even if the graveyard gets exiled, they still are buffed. And Oracle's Vision. Well, anyways, here I just go, I want more Benediction into extra lands. And actually, I think I do. So, Resplendent Substratum. Well, that means I need to grab Grim Bastion, fetch out Fungo Mire so that I can get all my colors, I think. I mean, that's pretty good for me. Like, it gets me up a land, and it gets Leyland Invoker in play. Alternatively, I can go Denethor Mug Bruiser and try to start beating down next turn. Is that better? I'm not sure. I think I probably want Mortal Benediction this turn because I want this thing to happen before my graveyard gets exiled. Yeah, that makes sense. I do need. I mean, I can also just, instead of playing Unearth, I can Oracle's Vision instead. But I want to play this thing like once the Denethor Mug Bruiser ready to attack, so I don't end up getting more of my graveyard exiled than I need to. Anyways, what do I do here? Well, yeah, I'll take the life loss and fetch out Fungal Mire. That card's great. I agree. This is like, after More No More got nerfed, this is only 2 mana card that gets back a land from graveyard with upside. Anyways, let's get Leyline Invoker into play, and yeah, pass the turn. Oh, Mausoleum Resident. Unfortunately, I have no way to get that. Oh, actually, Leyline Invoker might be able to get this thing back if the game goes long enough, and my graveyard doesn't get exiled. Yeah, definitely want this guy in play because it gets buffed, and then I can start whacking them. And what do they have for removal? Brutalized, Violent Collapse. And yeah, they have board wipes too. I need to worry about that. Valley Kripek. That's really annoying. Go into plus, and then do they follow it up with a burn spell? Yep. And now they make a guy, and I can't exactly kill that thing. Well, at least Leyline Invoker is getting stuff into my yard. Wayfarer's Shrine, okay. So that I am getting my land drops at least. Did I mill over my swamp? No, I didn't. So I can still fetch swamp with this, which is what I want to do. Do I just play out 2 Denethor Muck Bruisers? Can they exile yard and then also wipe the board afterwards? I don't think so, right? What, they have 5 mana possible next turn? I guess they do have enough mana to go Anoraxias into Vine Collapse. I just have to hope they don't have that exact line, I think. Is there any point in attacking down Valley Krepek? No, not really. Right, it either dies on one swing or it doesn't die at all. And I think I want to get out my 2 Denethor Bruisers early. Actually, if I attack here, they get to Ominous Discovery, and I don't want that to happen. Or do I? I don't think I do. Okay, I'll just play out 2 Denethor Bruisers, because right now they're actually sort of large. And if they survive the turn, then they can get bigger. Anoraxia's Endeavor is an instant, so they can shrink my Denethor Bruisers at instant speed, which is not something I'm a huge fan of. I think I should probably just try to sack Leyline Invoker as soon as possible so that I can't get screwed over by Graveyard Hate. Alright, so what do I do? They can't kill the Denethor Bruisers efficiently, at least. My play here is to just swing next turn. Best top deck possible would be Dragon's Eye Descendant, because that would give my Bruisers trample, and now I can start threatening their life total. I still need to worry about exile at instant speed, but even if my graveyard gets exiled, I still have some fuel left in hand to fill it back up. Next turn, if I make it to next turn, I don't think I'm going to be dumping that many cards in my yard, because the Denethor Bruisers are already big enough. So I'm just going to keep these guys in hand in order to refill after my graveyard gets exiled. They have 4 card types in the graveyard right now, so they can thin the veil for basically anything. They're gonna plus Valley Krepek again. Are they going to wipe the board? Empty Misfest. Okay, they have to pay the full cost to kill something. That's good. Alright, they make more soldier tokens. Alright, so hoping to top deck exactly Dragon's Eye Descendant. Or actually, I can also just mill it and then bring it back with Leyline Invoker. Oh, well, yeah, I guess ask and you shall receive. Do they have anything? Okay, what do they have at 1 mana that could respond? They only have black. Okay, yeah, they have literally no responses, and I top deck exactly what I needed. So, do I have lethal? Or at least I can force some really uncomfortable plays from them if I get it to work out. Alright, so first, I'm gonna just like set annotations on this guy, because it makes it easier for me to remember what I'm supposed, or how big this thing's actually supposed to be. So right now this guy has +6 from the graveyard part, so it should be 8, 9. So I can go Oracle's Vision, Dragon's Eye Descendant, and that possibly gets me, that's +6, and then Dragon's Eye Descent is maximum, like at worst gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 11. That's almost lethal. So if I get some good flips off Dragon's Eye Descendant, or if I flip any lands off any of these guys, then I think I just have lethal. And alternatively, Leyline Invoker can bring back, or if I mill a Dragon's Eye Descendant, I can just bring back one of them with Leyline Invoker. Yeah, so it's looking really good for me right now. Do I go Pestilent Scavenger or Oracle's Vision? Yeah, I'll go Oracle's Vision. Right, yeah, there's really no difference here. Oh, and that's a land, cool. And that's also a land. So now I get to go to, I didn't play a land this turn, right? Did I play a land this turn? Yeah, I did, cool. I get to just, actually just go, I just get to go off, cool. I get to one-shot them. Is Nomad Township the only thing left that I can fetch? Yeah, sure. So play Pestilent Scavenger and play Dragon's Eye Descendant, and hopefully that just like straight up wins the game. So how much is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's a game 2. Yeah, I think it's lethal, but I just need to like check for a bit. Okay, whatever. Yeah, GG. Whoa, what happened here? Huh. I guess Cockroach just crashed. Cool. Yeah, GG. Wait, let me just get this back up. Alright, sideboarding. So that was extremely good. I don't think next game could be that good. So what do I need here? I don't think Alton Surveyor does anything. I want some Duresses because they have a lot of non-creatures. They can probably snipe some important things from them. And I probably want to go down on the Unearth. No. Muslim Residence good. What's not good? I can cut on some of the sink into the floors, I think. Like Progenitus, they have Panya and Friends, but no, I can't go too low on interaction because they have the 1 drops too. I want to keep around some sink into the floors. I guess that means I do have to board out the Unearth. Actually, Pestilent Scavenger isn't that great against them, I don't think. But I do need them to refuel after. Yeah, something like this might be good. I'll try it. Anyways, looking at their board, they have more Anopraxia's Endeavors, and they also have 3 Sandrine's Command, which is a huge blow against me. I don't want that to happen to me, but I don't think I can prevent it. Well, I guess Pestilent Scavenger prevents or is sack fodder for their sack effects. Well, hopefully I get what I need. And this is a really good hand. Yeah, I keep this. I'll go turn 1 Mausoleum Resident, turn 2. I can't double spell turn 2 because the colors don't work out. I guess I go turn 1 Mausoleum, turn 2 Leyline Invoker or something. I don't want to go turn 2 Denethor Muck Bruiser because that. Oh, well, now my colors work out. But, anyways, I'm still going turn 1 Cat, right? I can also go turn 1 Duress. Turn 1 Cat means that even if my cat gets killed, I can still unearth it. And if they have removal spell, they are forced to use it. Yeah, sure, I'll play out turn 1 Cat. I still need to get. Oh, so this is fetching green and this is fetching black-white. So are they going to kill the cat? Nope, they're just going to Ominous Discovery, which is fine by me. So, right, I don't want to play out the Denethor Muck Bruiser because I do not want to play into a board wipe, and they probably brought in all their Violent Collapses. But at the same time, I don't want to lose to a single removal spell. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what to do next turn. Oh, they bought the Void Flare. That means they probably are holding removal for the cat. Duress. Do I just double Duress right now? Like, I can't do that. And that's not the worst thing in the world. Like, what does that get me? It gets me hand information, and it also gets rid of answers from their hand. And also throw them. Yeah, they might have like a 3-drop that they want to play, like Valerie Kripek, and that will get rid of it. So I think I will lead off with Duress. Oh, well, that. Somehow that ended up punishing me because now I don't have a play for next turn. I mean, I don't have something else to spend my mana on. Well, whatever. I guess I can just save 2 life, playing Grim Bash and tap or whatever. It would have been nice to actually use Anorexia or like make use of the rest at a better time because getting rid of Praxia's Endeavor right now isn't as useful as it could have been if I got rid of it at a better time when I had a better or when I could spend my mana better. But whatever, it works. Oh, they drew something, I guess. Another Ominous Discovery. Alright, I guess whatever they flip off this is eating a Duress again. They bought a Violent Collapse, huh? I guess they don't. Yeah, Violent Collapse isn't very useful right now. And what land do they play? They can hold a Panya, right? They're not holding a Panya. Alright, sure. And Dragon's Eye Descendant. Do I want the rest right now? Well, I mean, they just Ominous Discovered, so I doubt that they've decided to take Kyoro off of it. And they did play something tapped, so I think they probably have something useful in hand to take with Duress. So if I'm going to play Duress, I should just follow it up with Leyline Invoker so that the rest of my graveyard is also alive. Alternatively, I can go Leyline Invoker Unearth, because that means I try to mill something useful off Leyline Invoker and then unearth it, and they probably don't have a board wipe because they already have a board wipe. Yeah, I'm not. Well, actually, that also puts a counter on the cat. Yeah, I should go for that play. So just make sure I'm fetching in the correct order. I want to get a forest and an Arctic mine. So I'm going to use Leyline Invoker, and let's see what I mill. Hopefully something useful. Oh, did I milled 0 creatures? Oh, come on. Alright, I guess I'm duressing now. Alright, show me what you have. Another Praxia as their Endeavor? That's funny. Well, that's all of the Endeavors down, at least. Doesn't mean that they get to untap with Panya. Plus 2 Ominous Discoveries floating off in exile right now. So I really don't want to be attacking with anything, because that lets them rerun the 2 Ominous Discoveries once Panya blocks. And somehow Cat having Menace is useful right now, because that means that it can Dragon's Eye Descend it, and then that make it pretty huge. They are playing off the top right now, so that's so yeah, it's just exactly, do they draw what they need? They have 1 unknown card right now. And they pass. Okay, so it's either an instant speed thing or they didn't draw what they need. Anyways, now I get to mill 2 and hopefully I actually hit a creature. Another Mausoleum Resident, I guess that'll have to do. And Denethor Muck Bruiser. I think my best line right now is to get the trigger onto Mausoleum Resident and then start attacking. Because these menacing guys means that the Panya can't block it, which makes it pretty safe. Oh, they can just end the turn flash on Panya and then take the extra turn. That's something I need to worry about too. So if they're doing that, or if they plan on doing that, then I don't have to worry about the extra turn. Should I just Dragon's Eye Descent now to get in some damage? It's like plus 4 damage. That's not as much as I want, right? And it makes my board vulnerable to like a single. I think it's probably safer to just try to build up my board right now. So I will use Unearth. Or I can save Unearth for when my board gets wiped. I'll save the Dragon's Eye Descent for when I actually need to start pushing through damage. Right now I don't need to push through damage because they have no guys on board and my guys have Menace. So let's see if they have a response to this. Let it happen. Cool. So do I attack with Leyline Invoker here? Like, they can flash in Panya and then get 2 Ominous Discoveries, but if they do that, then they don't get to take an extra turn with Panya. Is that worth it? Like 2 random cards or 1 extra turn. I think 1 extra turn is scarier than 2 random cards. No, it's 2 Ominous Discovery cards, so like they have really good card selection. Yeah, I don't want to give them card selection right now. I'm just going to swing with Mausoleum Resident. Avoid. Oh, yeah, they can kill that. Okay, sure. A good thing I reanimated my other Mausoleum Resident then. Anyways, let's see what happens when I play this. Okay, so I know what's in their hand right now. It's just Panya, which they're going to flash in and then activate. They'll have 2 random cards or 2 unknown cards at the once I go to my turn again. And if they tap out of instant speed stuff, then well, at least they play out. Yeah, they play out the mountain. So they're just gonna take the extra turn off Panya, whack me for a bit more. So now they have 6 lands and 2 unknown cards. And what counter spells do they have? I mean, they have removal spells, instant speed removal even. So they Dragon's Eye Descent can fizzle. I think Dragon's Eye on Denethor Bruiser is pretty safe though, right? Because if they want to, oh, okay, so they have 1 unknown card because they did not play out Lotus Barons. So unless it's exactly a removal spell, I'm just gonna play Dragon's Eye Descent and start swinging with Mausoleum Resident. Because again, I do not want the Ominous Discoveries to go off. And what do I mill? Okay, Excellent Scavenger. How close? No, I have literally 1 creature. Yeah, it's nowhere close. So unless they have exactly an instant speed removal spell, which they have how many copies of? They have what? So it's like 1 extra Festal's Gate, and other than that, it's 4 Void Flares. Okay, that is some number. Okay, I will just Dragon's Eye Descent though. If they have exactly Void Flare, then whatever, they got me. Anyways, let's see if they let this happen. If they let it happen, then it means that they don't have removal. So that's gonna give it at least +5 power. They're thinking, okay, they might have removal. Or they have instant speed Grave Hate. Maybe it's Sandrine's Command. Well, if they're holding up Sandrine's Command right now, what can they do with that? They make me sack a creature, so Leyline Invoker probably dies. Or do I sack Dragon? No, I sack Leyline Invoker. Because Dragon's Eye still has an activated ability. Oh, they let it happen. Okay. And still only 5. Sure. But like I get to whack them for 6, which is not a bad amount. And Denethor Bruiser gets absolutely huge. Oh, what's this at? +8 from the graveyard stuff. So do I swing out with the? They're gonna just block with Panya. Yeah, I'm just going to swing out with Resident. They can't block it, so unless they want to, yeah. So no, I'm like pressuring them with lethal. What do they have end of turn? Void Flare. Okay, yeah, sure. And they're gonna sack Wayfarer Shrine end of turn. Well, on the bright side, at least they still only have 1 unknown card. Or no, they're gonna have 1 unknown card at the end of next turn. That means if they don't kill Leyline Invoker, I bring back Dragon's Eye Descendant and they die. So they need to top deck a Grave Hate spell or a removal spell for one of my guys. Mirror Gate. That does not mana screw me enough for it to matter. Yeah, Arctic Mine. Sure, I already have all my colors. The only thing that this turns off is the EHS top deck, but at this point I don't need an EHS top deck. Oh wait, and never mind, they're empty-handed because yeah, they didn't play out their Lotus Barons. They haven't discarded. Yeah, so they're empty-handed. I think I just win here then. And okay, Mausoleum Resident. Can I activate this? 5 - 3 is 2. Yeah, I can activate this. So I bring back Dragon's Eye and they die. Nice. What do I? Does it really matter? No, it doesn't. You die. Cool. I didn't expect to win this matchup, but I guess I got lucky. They didn't draw anything super. Oh no, in game 1, I top decked exactly what I needed and managed to one-shot them before they stabilized. And then in game 2, yeah, they drew a lot of lands. They did not get what they need. And I managed to have perfect hand information because they didn't play out the land that they should know that I knew they had. But that's a good start for me. Winning 1-0 so far. Hopefully I can cut this GP because it's my last opportunity to do so in this season. Yeah, see you next time.